Okay, right, we've got that extension piece made there now. Apart from we're just going to drill and tap that, put a grub screw in it. I'll just give it a lick with a surface grinder. What else we got? That's the part off the side of the dividing head, which the holes just don't match up to the dividing plates. You can see there's a little pop mark there. Well, show that. Yeah, I'll just mark that up. Ready to drill. I made a little transfer punch. Believe it or not, I hardened that, quenched it in water, and then just tempered it a bit. One little tap on this stuff, and it's blunted the end over. So I don't know what this stuff's made of, but it's pretty tough stuff. So anyway, we've got a drill and tap, drill and tap, drill and tap there. What else have we got? Oh yeah, right, before we could do any of that, what we needed was this. Is a International 30 taper, which fits my mill. That's an MT2. I've actually got two of these, the other one's MT3. Now if you look at the slots on here, this is my ER32 collet, the size of them. Now these are the same, but they weren't like that at all. They were only kind of, I don't know, just over 10mm wide, so it wouldn't actually fit in my mill. And I've actually, if you rub a file across this, it just skips across the top. It's very, very hard. But believe it or not, I managed to machine that out there, both sides, and the other one, the MT3 one, with a carbide, 16mm carbide end mill. I sharpened it first and then just took it nice and steady. So it's done that. Of course, you get that done, don't you? Think, right, ready to go now, I can put the drill in. Put the collet in with a drill chuck in, put the arbor in. This is the one that's with the machine. It's an inch short, because if you look at these two, that one's got that amount on, which there's nearly an inch difference in it when you hold them up. Great. 0800, I don't think so. Go away. So anyway, so in order to use this to drill my holes and everything, because otherwise, you know, if you're having to drill or spot it, drill it, and then tap it, mess about, it gets a pain in the arse having to change the collets all the time. Much better if I can have a drill, keep chucking there, and use this. So then I have to make another arbor, which I've done that. All I got to do is put some flats on the end. Fortunately, this is an M12 thread. Now, if you remember in the video before, I showed the two gears that I cut a couple of years ago, or last year, whatever it was. It turns out they was the two that I needed to thread that on my imperial lathe, because it's obviously metric. So we've got to drill and tap that. Oh, sorry, not that one. Drill and tap 3 holes in there. Machine a couple of flats on that, and then we've got this as well to drill, just the 3 mounting holes to go on the dividing end, and then we should be right. I hope. Right. Touch this off on here. It's not that critical. Right. That's that. I need to take 111th thou off it, 545th thou in. you far short of where I want to be. Don't look clean up there, doesn't it? Take it to 80. To 111, so take it to 110. Take it to 545, 111, make it cleaner. That should do it. So just take them little burrs off. Cleverer bloke would use a bigger file, wouldn't he? Mind you, that's alright. Right, so, oops, wrong way. I'll take that out and do the other side, and then we'll have a look at drilling and tapping them other bits. That's just in case anybody wonders. Where's the Allen key again? That's a 12-sided collet block, that one. Well, I made a long time, well, last year I think I made it. I see the ones with 4-sided ones, 6-sided ones, but I thought, well, if I make a 12, divide everything into everything, so that's what we did. Put that back in there. Right, I'll pick this end up again and then I'll do that, and then I'll bring you back when we start to drill that other part. Just to show you before I took it out, it did work. Right, I think we've everything we need. I brought that's a carbide pin, that is. Just ground to a sharp point. So I found that pot mark there. I've zeroed the DRO. I think we'll try it with a little spot drill first, because how hard it seems to be. funky snap. Right, see what happens. It's M5 this, by the way, so I'll find the pot mark. Oops. Find the pot mark with that little pointer. And it's 4.2mm drill. Not. Does that one go? Yeah, all the way through. It's tough. It's hard stuff that is, whatever it is. See what the tap makes of it. You get it down low enough there. Yeah. Got a lump of round bar stuck under the mill, stuck underneath. Sugar. The knee won't go all the way down because there's some chunky bits of steel under there. Paper towel. Try again, shall we? I don't think it's just one. No, it's not going to go down far enough to get that in. Right, not to worry. All I can do is put the tap through that little tapping block. Do that one. That'll hold it square on there. And then we'll see if it'll tap. Well, right, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. By eye. Looking square enough to me. Actually tapping ever so easy, considering how hard it was to drill. Well, I don't, as you see, I haven't got a quill on this machine, so it's very difficult to feel with a small drill how much pressure you're actually putting on. It would appear that doesn't take any starting whatsoever. It's slightly on the piss now, it's come out the bottom. Still, you can't have everything. Go straight again, so. Oh, actually, a bit of tapping on them. See if I find a little chamfer bit. Just bring that back to the 0. Oop, a bit too far. So. Right, 1 down, 2 to go. We'll get there eventually, maybe. Right, let's see what happens now. I think we're about there. I'll line this little fella back up. I believe that's where it was before. And we'll see if everything's going to fit. I haven't put it together yet, so if I cock someone up, he'll know as much as me. Putting it back to where I thought it was before. I'm not sure what these parts here mean. It's obviously to adjust something, but whatever it is, I don't know. Right. What was next? I guess me the company's prepared to make this unit, which is, well, it's a Vertex, I don't know where it's made, China, Taiwan, somewhere like that. And it's, I have to be honest, it's pretty well made. But it never ceases to amaze me why someone is going to take the time to make something like this and then put the world's shittiest screws in it when they're finished. But hey ho. What went on next? Was it that? Or was it that? That goes on the top next, so it must be the sector arms. A little horseshoe. There's something not quite right there. It's spinning, but it's not. Oh. Oh, it's cocked up somewhere. Right, I'll take that bit off again and have a look and see what's going on. I had this the wrong way on the cam because the bottom side of this is it's not a shaft that's turned dead true with this one, it's offset. So obviously pushes it across to hit the cam. There's my 3 holes at the moment, 3. So we'll try again. Yeah, going back to these screws, they are pitiful. Somewhat to do, another little job for the future, that, isn't it? I don't think there's anything wrong with the type of screws as such that they've used. It's more the quality of them, I think. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Oh, dozy bastard. That's how it goes. Right. Before we put that, tighten that up. I gave this a quick run over on the surface grinder on that disc. Only reason because I could, nothing in particular. Right, let's have a look. Ah. Would you look at that? That's going to have a little bit more taken off it, because hold that stone up, look, it actually hits it. What a bomber. Oh, there's always something in there. Well, looking at it though, I don't think I've if I take enough off for that to clear, it's going to be far too close to that hole. So what we'll have to do is put something underneath this, try and evenly pack it somehow. I don't know, I might just make 4 big washers that fit underneath, 2 for this and 2 for the tailstock, you know, so it's got some bearing to. We're going to want to be a couple of inches around, I suppose, and then that will get us off the deck then. Where's my rule? So judging by that, you're going to want to be, if it was 10mm thick, that'll give us plenty. But apart from that, let's see if I can stick it over there. Apart from that, yeah, the rest of it works okay. So have to make 4 washes to raise it off the ground to the desired height, and then pull my milling machine to pieces, albeit take the vertical head off and set it up for horizontal, and I would imagine then we should be ready to cut the gears. So just when you think you're about ready, you're not. Anyway, right, I won't bother filming making the washers because it's just washers and that's it. I'll bring you back when we're set up on the mill and we're about ready to start cutting some gears. So, see you in a bit, boys.